Before she was Hollywood's loudest mouthpiece, before the sitcoms, the scandals, and the suspensions, Roseanne Barr was a scared 17-year-old with a baby, no money, and a secret. And that secret? She kept it for 17 years, until the day her daughter came back. Daily news you can use, where fame meets truth. Subscribe or risk missing what they don't want you to hear. On the June 23rd episode of the Dumb Blonde podcast, hosted by Bunny XO, Roseanne Barr did something unexpected. She got quiet, and then she told a story she's kept mostly private for over 50 years. She was just 17 years old, living in Denver when she got pregnant. Barr kept her baby for 1 week. Then, with a heavy heart, she placed her newborn daughter in the care of Jewish Family and Children's Services, a local adoption agency. She thought it was the right thing to do, and maybe the only thing she could do. Fast forward a decade and a half. Roseanne Barr is a household name, literally. Her sitcom is breaking TV records. She's on every screen, in every tabloid. But here's the twist. She never changed her name. Not for showbiz, not for privacy, not for fame. She kept it on purpose, so her daughter could find her. Now here's where things get very Hollywood. When her daughter turned 17, the same age Roseanne was when she gave birth, she asked the adoption agency for any info on her biological mom. They gave her a few details. Comedian, blonde, Jewish, big laugh. And guess who she thought her real mom was? Goldie Hawn. Yep, that Goldie Hawn. Not a bad guess, honestly. But nope, it was the woman who once screamed on national television, "I made this gravy." The reunion happened 17 and a half years after the adoption. It was quiet. No camera crews, no talk show drama. Just a mother and daughter meeting face to face for the first time in almost 2 decades. Barr later shared that her daughter actually came to work on the Roseanne show behind the scenes. Not as a stunt, not for attention, just because they wanted to be in each other's lives. Now here's the part nobody's talking about. This story didn't come out in a press release, not during a book tour, not even on her own show. Roseanne told this story on someone else's podcast, without a script, without a filter, and without tears. Because for once, she didn't need to perform. This wasn't a punchline. It was her real life. A teenage girl, a newborn, a name that stayed the same, a daughter who thought she was Goldie Hawn's kid and ended up finding someone far more complicated. In the end, we all have origin stories. Some get buried, some go viral, and some, they walk back into your life just when the cameras are rolling. What do you think? Is this Roseanne's most surprising twist yet? Or her most human moment? Hit subscribe, leave a comment, and remember, in Hollywood, nothing stays secret forever. Stay tuned to daily news you can use for more stories like this, as well as when we go live or when we upload. Thank you for subscribing.